1.
Welcome to tonight's matchup in the NFHL as we have the Dallas Cowboys and their doomsday defense headed to Pittsburgh to face the Steel Curtain. Aaron Rodgers is in the house. He's a rental from Green Bay. He's here along with Big Ben, Terry Bradshaw, and they will face the triplets with Troy Aikman, Emmett Smith, Michael Irvin, and these rosters go so deep, I tell you, so deep. This is going to be a battle royale. These teams have faced 3 times in the NFL Super Bowl, and they will face here tonight on the ice and the gridiron of the National Football Hockey League. Victorious, welcome to the show tonight. How do you see this one?
And the puck drops. We are underway here in Pittsburgh. Here comes Brown, takes that circle. This is a Brown shot. Pass out the ball, Mueller shot. Get a save. Well, it looks like Jay Novacek is starting today here. Interesting decision by the Cowboys. Now pass across, and Miller finds it and covers.
Jason Witten's going to let his Big Onk have the game tonight here in the preseason, as we are all expecting Jason Witten to be the starter for the Cowboys moving forward. But these lineups are so deep and so heavy. Almost every spot on either team occupied by a Hall of Famer.
Here we go. Parsons gives it to Diggs. Diggs to Irvin. Irvin shot and a save. Now Aikman one-timer with Smith. With that stop by Miller. Oh my goodness, what a stop!
Emmett Smith can't believe it as he had the clapper of a lifetime set up. Heath Miller snatches it out of midair. Big time stuff there from Heath to get things rolling.
What a save by Heath Miller!
This triplets line is absolutely powerful. We've seen them time and time again work the zone. But I think the Steelers are up for the test. Great start to this game. 18:21 left in the first. Dallas with 2 shots on goal thus far.
Here we go. Elliott with a big hit. And he's going to be not going to the box. It's going to be Tony Romo. I thought this was going to be the hit on it. Elliott, it's going to be Tony Romo. We see this plenty of times in the league.
Tony Romo away from the play. He just jabs Terry Bradshaw. A couple of commentators going at it. And that's a big mistake, as here come the Steelers on their first power play of the game. Crowd here in Pittsburgh is hype.
Here goes Big Ben Roethlisberger out here. Puck drops, and now Staubach wins that draw. Diggs gives it to Ware, and Ware gets the clear. And now that one bounces off Dorsett. Dorsett and Staubach, they score! It's a short-handed goal!
Roger Staubach, Captain Cowboys, short-handed goal, and they strike first. Pittsburgh will remain on this power play, but not before Dallas makes it 1-0. Big dish by Tony Dorsett, TD in the house.
Dorsett to Staubach. Staubach rips it home. And it is a short-handed goal to start the game for the Dallas Cowboys.
Couple of guys from yesteryear. Dallas Cowboys short-handed goal. What a way to start on the road here in Pitt.
There's Metcalf. DK Metcalf goes to the Roethlisberger, and that one's stopped. Now Ware to Pearson. Pearson, he banks it up the wall, gets the clear. Good hustle by Pearson to get to Woodson. Woodson gives it to Harris, though. Now Harris to Metcalf. Here comes DK Metcalf, gives it to Roethlisberger. Now Harris, he scores!
Franco Harris, immaculate goal. 1-1, and we got a shootout going, even though we came into this matchup looking at defenses. It's been an offensive powerhouse here in the first couple of minutes. Franco Harris with the power play goal.
Franco Harris wrapped the circle. Perfect snipe. Blocker side on Novacek. And he gets the first goal for the Steelers. And look at the knee slide after. Look at that knee slide celebration.
Franco Harris. Big time stuff there, and we got a 1-1 game. It's going to be a fun one tonight, Victorious.
Well, we got a 1-1 game. Last night's game was very fun. If you didn't catch it, then you can go recheck that one out. Here comes Harris. Harris takes it. Now he stops, gives it to Palomalu. Palomalu gives it to Green to Palomalu. He's got space to the front and a save. Stallworth to the rebound and one stop by Novacek.
Couple of great saves, Jay Novacek.
And now Palomalu gives it to Green to the point. Now Harris to Roethlisberger up the circle. And now Parsons gets on one. Parsons to Elliott. Elliott to Romo, and they skated out of the zone. Now here comes Romo along the half wall, and he stops. Looking for passing options. Now one-timer intercepted by Stallworth. Now Romo gives it to Diggs. Diggs lost control of it. Green, he's got space. Green, he's all alone. And a save, Novacek.
Mean Joe Green. That's not a guy that you really expect to get a breakaway opportunity in these games. He's usually roaming around in the back looking for the big hits, but he had a wide open lane, but Jay Novacek was absolutely there to stop him. Great performance there.
Trayvon Diggs is slow to get up and slow to get to the bench after a hit by Mean Joe Green, but he is fine.
He's going to remain out there. He'll take a shift off, and he'll be back on the defensive side. Here come the triplets.
Here we go. First lines against Jutter. Here's the Dallas Cowboy triplets out. And now one-timer. That one's blocked out front. And now here's Harrison. Harrison, that one doesn't work. Here comes Emmett Smith. Smith, he's pulling off speed. And now Aikman. Aikman shot. And a save, Miller.
Imagine being Heath Miller and you just see Troy Aikman and Emmett Smith with a full head of steam at you. Great save by him. Good focus. What a game this is shaping up to be. Only 6 minutes gone by in the first. Wow.
Here's Emmett Smith through the side. Smith has had his chances in this game. Now here's a battle on the wall. It's going to be Bettis. Bettis gives it to Harrison. Now Bradshaw. Bradshaw to Watt. Watt to Harrison. Harrison scooping through the side. Tries to center. It's intercepted by Jones. And now here's Emmett Smith. Takes it through the wall. Smith to Irvin. He scores! Michael Irvin!
Emmett Smith, Michael Irvin. The triplets are alive. And it's 2-1 here in the first with a ton of time left. What an absolute... Oh, boy. He just had all the time, all the space, and he just picked his spot, and he nailed it.
The triplets dominated the NFL during the 90s, and now they'll be set to dominate the NFHL. And it's 2-1 Dallas.
They've potted 2 goals on 4 shots. Heath Miller looking to the bench, wondering if his job is going to be okay.
Now here's Pearson. Pearson lost control of that one quickly. Now here's the new Steeler, Aaron Rodgers. Gives it to Metcalf. And now Swan drops it to Woodson, and that one stopped. And now battle on the wall. Puck goes to Dorsett. Dorsett, he gets double teamed. Now Rodgers pressuring him. Now Ware gives it to Staubach. Staubach takes it through the wall near the bench. Now it's taken away. Now Swan. Swan gives it across. It's intercepted by Dorsett. Dorsett to Pearson at the circle. Stop. And now here's Ware to White. Through center shot and a save. Now battle on the wall for it. Rodgers trying to take that one out. Rodgers to Swan. Swan to Lambert as they exit the zone. Lambert resorts to the walls. He gets it in. Now tries to get through center. Glove save. Novacek.
Novacek stands tall there. He'll get a breather for his boys. Maybe a possible line change. Dak and the boys coming out.
Here we go.
George Pickens on the ice with his guys.
Here's Roethlisberger, gives it to Watt. Watt, he's forced to peel all the way back, still pressured. Watt with no passing options, and now the Cowboys will get the puck. Here's Prescott, gives it to Ware. Ware to Pickens. Here's the former Steeler, George Pickens with a chance, and a big save by Miller.
George Pickens.
He robs his former teammate, George Pickens, on that one. Look at that! It is returned to Pittsburgh. George Pickens gets robbed by Heath Miller.
I was able to talk to George ahead of this game tonight, and he said he's very happy in his new home, but he was very excited to go back. He's got friends and family from Pittsburgh in the crowd watching him, and no thing he wants to do more than pot a goal before this thing is over.
Here's Watt. Watt gives it across to Harrison. Harrison gets laid. And now battle for it on the wall. Harris gives it to Roethlisberger. Here's Ben Roethlisberger. Gives it to Stallworth and a save. And now Ware. He scoops around and gets it up the wall. Now he'll center it away. White to Pickens. George Pickens turns around. And now he turns it over. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got space here. Roethlisberger and a save. No set. Novacek. My bad.
George Pickens put some good back check pressure on Roethlisberger, so he didn't get the look that he wanted. He had to fire it early, making it a much easier save for Jay Novacek on the back end. Randy White with a big hit there. Action-packed.
Watch out, Pittsburgh! The triplets now on the ice. Puck drops. Aikman wins it to Parsons. Parsons zips it across the Diggs. Diggs to Aikman. Aikman pressured by Bradshaw. And now he's taken down hard. Now here comes Evan Smith. Smith trying to pull off speed. Good move. Irvin. And a glove save. Miller.
6:51 left. It seems like this period is crawling by, but frenetic action at both ends here. We've seen 3 goals.
Here we go. We drop. Green takes it. Gives it to Palomalu. Palomalu to Bettis. Bettis gets pressured. Here comes Irvin. Irvin Smith. A shot, and that one's blocked by his own teammate, Aikman. Now a shot and a save. The rebound still sitting there, but Irvin couldn't get there. And now here's Parsons at the point. Drops it down to Aikman. Aikman being pressured by Bradshaw. Bradshaw will come out with it. Bradshaw sends it up to Brown, and now he's took it away. Now Parsons sends it around to Diggs. Diggs to Smith. And now here comes Aikman. Troy Aikman looking slow. Gives it to Irvin. Irvin pauses. Drops it to Parsons. Parsons! And he goes wide in the net. And now Aikman to Irvin. Irvin takes it now. Irvin to Aikman. Aikman sends it around to Elliott. Zeke Elliott on the wall. Tries to send it around. Ward takes it away to Ward. Gives it to Bettis. Here's Jerome Bettis with it. Bettis slap shot and save. Now a battle on the wall for it. Here's Jones. Jones takes it. Gives it across to Romo. Romo to Bryant. Bryant takes it on the wall. Bryant tried to take it through the center. It's poked away. And now Ward. Ward trying to take it through the center now. Now trying to give it to Stewart on the wall. Romo couldn't get it out. Now here's Bettis. Bettis to Ward. Ward through the circle, trying to get it through the center. No, now Woodson pokes it away. Romo pulls off the stop to Bryant. There's Bryant. Gives it to Elliott. Elliott makes a window. He gives it to Bryant. And that one bounces off the pads.
Feels like the defenses are figuring things out a little bit more. It's clamped down in these last 7.
And now here's White. White to Pearson. Pearson to Romo. Romo to Reset. And now Pearson's slap shot doesn't work. Now here's Lambert to Metcalf. DK Metcalf digs his way through the middle. And now it's poked away by White. Here come the Cowboys the other way. Staubach. Staubach takes it. He's poked away. And now Staubach goes chasing for it now. Now Watt. TJ Watt taking it out wide. Drops it to Swan. But he's offside.
I'll take a quick breath with 11.4 left, and looks like we're headed to a 2-1 first period. Great game here so far in Pittsburgh.
Puck drops. Staubach gives it to White. White across to Dorsett. Dorsett looking around, gives it to Pearson, and a glove save, Miller.
I correct myself. Heath Miller has to make a big save there.
Here we go. Here's Dak Prescott to finish off the period.
Big Ben Roethlisberger doesn't have a face mask. What is he doing? He's a crazy man.
And what do you mean Roethlisberger does have a face mask?
No, he does not.
Looked like that was his face mask to me, bud. Well, up to that first period. 2-1 is the score. Well, here we go. It's time for the first intermission plays of the period. Let's start with the goals. Roger Staubach to start the period.
Captain Cowboys starting it out here. Nice little snapper. He gets to his spot and he finds it. Boy, I tell you, between the legs of Woodson.
Got a nice shot. Miller gets a piece of it. Not enough. Then Franco Harris posts one in.
Franco Harris, this guy, legendary Hall of Famer, put in so many touchdowns for his Pittsburgh Steelers in their Super Bowl runs. It's good to see him getting on the board. That's the captain of the team.
And now, right after that, about 5 minutes later, Michael Irvin.
These triplets, this is the line. I mean, the Cowboys are absolutely loaded. but the triplets are just another level. This line has all the chemistry. They got all the razzle. They got all the dazzle.
George Pickens got robbed. Look at this incredible stop.
He worked his way right in past the circle. That's a nasty, nasty save, Mr. Heath Miller. Way to work.
Lambert had his chance. Better save right there, Dorsett.
Little tip attempt by Tony Dorsett right there. He got his stick on it just like he wanted it. Tips wide. Randy White sending it in with some zip.
Pearson with a nice shot. And then there's Woodson with a clapper. For some hits, we got some Jerome Bettis on Troy Aikman.
Here comes the bus.
Yeah, he definitely looked like he got hit by a bus too. I mean, look at his stick goes flying and everything. Green coming to hit Smith right here.
Mean Joe Green.
Palomalu on Aikman. Well, that's gonna do it for the first. It's time for the second here.
Action-packed first. Even though the shots on goal are pretty much evened out, I really feel like the Cowboys had the better of the chances. Novacek had a lot of clean looks at his saves. Let's see how Pittsburgh turns this thing around in the second.
Here's Bradshaw. He couldn't make any moves. And now here comes Irvin down the wall. Irvin to Aikman. Aikman gets spun around. Now Irvin with a chance and it's blocked.
Aikman has taken an absolute beating in this game so far. He needs to watch his back.
The fourth hit he's took in. And now here's Bettis. Now Brown. Bettis tried to dunk it in and that one doesn't work. Now Bettis being pressured, tried to give it down and that one's taken away by Irvin. Now here's Irvin with Smith with him. Smith, shot, and a save. And now that puck goes to the corner where Palomalu will dig it out. Good poke check right there by Irvin. Irvin tried to feed it. That's one. And now it looks like Brown got tripped up. Delayed penalty on Dallas. And now here's Miller coming out. Green gets taken down right there. And now here's Harrison trying to get it into the zone. Battle for it on the wall. And the Cowboys will get their touch.
Oh boy, this game's getting physical. Emmitt Smith with the trip.
Yep,
and the Pittsburgh Steelers will head to the power play.
Well, here we go. Emmitt Smith to the box. Let's see what the Pittsburgh Steelers can do on their power play.
Emmitt not happy about that call.
Here we go. We drop. Here's Jones. Jones dumps it up the wall. And now here's Woodson fighting for it. Now it's going to be Metcalf. Metcalf steers around to Harrison as they try to get it back into their zone. Now here's Harris. He's poked away. And now that's going to be backhanded all the way out in deep. Now a hit on the wall by Staubach. Staubach gets the puck back. Staubach sends it up to White. White with the hit on Roethlisberger. And now here's Harris. Harris to Woodson. Woodson to Harris. Now Roethlisberger. He scores!
Big Ben takes the feed and puts it past Jay Novacek, and we're tied and knotted up at 2. Franco Harris on the sweet pass.
Ben Roethlisberger with the goal. Look at that.
Woodson creating that interference on Too Tall, and that's just unreadable at that point. Jay Novacek has nothing to do but stand there and hope it hits him.
Look at that. Nice shot by Roethlisberger. And just like that, it's 2-2. Both goals for the Steelers scored on the power play. Now here's Elliott. Elliott shot, and that one stopped. Now battle for it on the wall is Bryant. Bryant, and he loses control of it. Now Green, he's intercepted. No chance, and a save.
What a play by Des Bryant to get the steal in the feed.
Now here's Romo. Romo in front. A battle for it. And now Staubach will come out with it. Now he gives it to Harris, and he'll skate it up the wall. Harris, he gets stripped off of it. Now a battle. Here's Jones. Jones takes it, but now Lambert. Lambert around to Woodson. Woodson, Harris. Harris stops. Looks for the pass. Took it away by Jones. And now a battle for the puck is Tony Romo with it now. And now a race for it up top. And Woodson will come out with it. Now here's Bryant, gives it to Romo. Romo avoiding contact. Romo drops it to Woodson. Woodson with space. He scores!
Darren Woodson, right from the left circle, over the top of the glove hand of Heath Miller, and we have a 3-2 game. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a shootout.
Darren Woodson on the snipe.
Just absolutely incredible. Tony Romo. He just knows where his man is. He gets it. He delivers.
Look at that shot by Darren Woodson right there. Just like that, 3-2 Cowboys.
Both teams humming. I'm expecting quite a few more goals before this thing is over.
There's Diggs. Diggs takes it, dumps it up the wall, and now it's a chase for it. There's Woodson, gives it to Bradshaw. Bradshaw spins it up the wall to Brown. Brown holding away, but Diggs takes it away. Now Diggs to Parsons. Parsons to Lamb. Lamb looking with Parsons now. Lamb to Parsons. Back into the chance, and that one stopped. Another great chance right there for George Pickens. Couldn't duck the rebound. Now here's Woodson, tries to chip it, and a simple slide to Novacek, heel cover.
Dallas Cowboys continue to work, continue to put on pressure, and they roll forward. I tell you, as good as anybody in this league.
And here we go. Watch out, it's the danger zone. It's the triplet line out. Now Rodgers wins that draw still, and now here's Watt. Slap shot, and that one is stopped. And now no chance, and that one stopped.
Watt with a cannon, he gets it back, gets it to Swanee, and Swanee can't finish the job on Jay Novacek. Way to hang in there from Jay. We'll take a draw here on the circle.
Here we go, it's Aikman versus Rodgers on the draw. Rodgers wins that one, down to Harris. Now one-timer from the point, and that one stopped. Now Swan, and now Harris. Harrison from the circle, stop! The rebound, no! And now Metcalf tried to dunk it in! DK Metcalf misses the rebound through the blue paint.
DK Metcalf had a great opportunity to finish that one off the first initial shot from Debo Harrison. Pittsburgh coming back with a few claps of their own. Here's Aaron Rodgers to take a draw.
Here we go, Rodgers drops that one. Now here's Watt. Stop shot and a glove save, Novacek.
During the intermission, this must be something they might have drawn up because we've seen Watt take just a few clappers here in a row. They want to keep setting him up. They might have seen something about Jay that they want to expose.
Here we go, puck drops. And now here's Smith. Here comes Smith down. Smith trying to win that race to the puck. And now he'll bank it off the wall to Watt. Watt to Rodgers. And now here's Harrison, gives it to Swan. Swan toe drags through the blue line. And now Ware to Aikman. Aikman drops it to White through his own center. Now puck bounces off the wall. Drops it down to White, they exit the zone. Now here's Aikman, takes it to the center and off the half wall. Now he tries to get it, and he gets laid. Now here's Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers coming up. Rodgers, one-timer and a big save. Novacek, the rebound blocked. Jay Novacek with the big-time save. And now here's White spinning it around, gives it to Bryant. Des Bryant, good move. He stops, spins around, sunshine, the glove save Miller, and he'll cover.
Big heads-up play by Des Bryant. He's making some plays out there for his team. He pulls up, takes a shot with an intended rebound, almost gets that to go as Romo was looming deep in the crease. We'll take another draw. Heath Miller, 6:57 left in the second.
Here we go, here's Green coming up the wall. Green looking around, gives it to Brown. Brown tried to center it, and now Bettis tried to dunk it in. Now Bettis to Bradshaw. Bradshaw up the wall and sends it down. Now jumping at the point, back to Bradshaw, paddling for it. Here comes Tony Romo down now. Romo takes it through the middle, gives it to Bryant to the circle. Shot! He scores!
He's been working all game, and he finally gets rewarded. Cowboy fan, throw up your X. As Des Bryant, one of the leading scorers we've seen in some of our summer action, puts in another one for his squad. This boy looks amazing.
Des Bryant with the nice snipe. Look at a nice tape-to-tape play by Romo. Finds Bryant right there.
Tony Romo having himself a game here today as well as an absolute dealer.
And Des Bryant makes it 4-2 Dallas. Here we go, we drop. Palomalu gives it to Brown. Brown going chasing for it now. Brown stops, gives it to Palomalu. And now Green, shot, and that one slid to the pad of Novacek. He was not expecting that one.
It got misdirected and slowed down a bit. Those are the dangerous ones we've seen in the league. Jay Novacek was able to recover. We'll take another draw. 5:12 left in the second. Still plenty of hockey.
Now shot, good save.
The deficit is now 2.
Here's Pearson. Pearson coming up the wall. Pearson now starting a 3-on-2 rush. Shot, and that one's redirected wide. Now a battle on the corner for it now is Trayvon Diggs. Diggs gives the pass to the point. Now the Dorset shot save, and the rebound poked away. Good setting up here by the Cowboys. Later Stallworth drops it up top to Lambert. Lambert, he sends it up, and now Diggs. Diggs, he pushed for that one, but now Parsons coming down. Good feed to Prescott, but he's lifted off of it. Here's Roethlisberger. He takes it through, intercepted by Diggs, and now Parsons is pushed off of it. Here goes Prescott up the half wall into the zone. Now Pickens drops it to Blam. He scores!
And everybody's getting a bite to eat tonight for the Cowboys. The route might be on. It's 5-2. All of a sudden, we blinked, and here come the boys.
CeeDee Lamb with the nice snipe.
Very similar to Dez's spot, but he picks the other side. He picks the short side on the blocker, and he beats him. Heath Miller might be going to the bench as the onslaught is absolutely on. It's all Cowboys.
This stadium quiet after that one.
You can hear a pin drop in here. These fans are stunned as their hated rival comes across the country, and the spank might be on.
There we go. Parker takes it. Parker one-timer, and that one's missed. Now battle for it is Watt. Watt to Parker behind the net. Parker drops it down. Chance! And that one's stopped. Now there's George Pickens coming up the wall. Pickens has it. Gives it across. That one doesn't work.
Steelers need one, and they need one fast.
Now here's Harrison. Harrison is deflected away from the net now. Now Ward gives it to Watt. Watt to Harrison. Now Stewart. Stewart shot. And that one goes wide. One-timer and a glove save. Novacek.
Crowd getting a little spirited, cheering on their Pittsburgh Steelers. They know they got a great fan base here. Steelers looking for just one to climb back in. There's 21 seconds left in the second. They're going to try to set something up.
Here we go, it drops. And now here's Bettis to Green. Now Palomalu slap shot. That one's deflected away from the net by Novacek. And now Palomalu, he gets pressured down. And that's just about to do it here for the second.
Another action-packed period there, but it was all boys there in the last 10 minutes. Dez Bryant, CeeDee Lamb, they all can't wear 88, but we know they all got the spirit.
Well, here we go. It's time to look at the second intermission. Plays in the period right now. As of now, the projected star of the game for the Cowboys is Tony Romo with 2 assists. Well, here we go. Let's look at the goals. We got 4 in this period. Let's start with Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Big Ben Roethlisberger putting his team back in the game here. He finds some space on Novi. Looks like the Steelers at this point are getting back into the hunt. But here comes Darren Woodson.
Darren Woodson. Look at a very good pass right there by Romo. And Woodson just winds up. And
when guys are walking in between the dots, it's trouble for your team as a defensive hockey player. Again, the Cowboys are just getting to their spots over and over and over. They have 21 shots, but so many of these are just fantastic, grade A looking opportunities.
X is up, everybody, because look at that shot by Dez.
Again, Dez Bryant, he kind of peels a little shimmy, and he finds the space a little bit wide, and he gets it and fits it right under the glove.
And then, everybody, we got CeeDee Lamb.
Very similar with CeeDee Lamb. He makes the same type of move, but he goes short side. Heath Miller loses it in traffic. and all of a sudden victorious. It's 5-2.
And a lot of pressure here.
With some of the bad blood between these two teams and the 5-2 lead, there could be a little scrap coming.
Look at this hit right here.
These are usually the type of games. Let's not forget Debo Harrison is out there. Jack Lambert is out there.
Mean
Too
Joe
Tall
Green.
Jones is out there. These are some guys.
Well, Troy Aikman got his revenge on Mean Joe Green. Look at this hit.
Gotta love it when the quarterbacks in our league are able to come back on the defensive guys and get some hits of their own. You know they love that part of the game. Let's get down to the third. Let's see if the Pittsburgh Steelers have anything in them to get back in.
Why is this crowd so quiet I can hear my soul? And there we go. Now the crowd getting a little louder here for the third. Here's Urban trying to deke pass. Heath Miller still in net. Now here's Brown being held to the wall. Bradshaw gives it to Green. Green to Bettis. Bettis holding away. Bettis drops it down to Brown. And a glove save.
That's a good save by Novacek. Quality chance. Antonio Brown had it in the slot. Cowboys got to feel good about their backup guy, Jay Novacek. Witten will be starting most of the season.
And now here we go. Puck slides to Palomalu. Now Bettis to Brown. Brown to Palomalu. Now Bradshaw steers around at the circle. And Parsons takes it away. Now here comes Emmett Smith down the ice. Smith, he's starting to burn some speed now. Here's Aikman, and he can't put it towards the net. Now Urban behind the net. Urban to Smith. He has space and a save.
Big time deal there from Michael Irvin, the playmaker.
And now there's Bradshaw's shot. And that one's tipped away. Now Bradshaw gives it to Lambert at the point. And now he loses control of it. Here comes Smith. Smith! Emmett Smith has got space! And that one's stopped by Miller!
He got hit right as he was making his move. I mean, just a split second too late before he had his opportunity. Woodson gets there just in time, I tell you. Triplets will take a break, and they'll bring out Romo and the boys.
Puck drops. Romo wins to the White. White, he's took it down hard, and now here goes Stallworth. Stallworth starting a rush. He looks around, gives it to Roethlisberger, and that one slides, and the Novacek just finds it.
He had to look behind himself there. He didn't know if he had that one. Another big save, Jay Novacek standing tall. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, they need a goal fast.
Puck drops. Roethlisberger to Woodson. And now Harris to Roethlisberger. Now Lambert. Glove save. Novacek.
Pittsburgh has actually outshot Dallas now by 2 shots. Couldn't tell that by the score. They keep coming. They're not going to give up. Plenty of time left to get back into this thing.
Here's Ware. Ware takes it. He turns around. Gives it across to Romo. Romo to Elliott. Elliott pauses and gives it to Romo. Tony Romo to Des Bryant. Bryant tries to wind it up, doesn't work, and now Harris. Harris, he looks around. Harris across, and Ware intercepts that one with ease. Now Ware looking for passing options himself. Now here's White. White leaves off for Romo. Now Elliott. Elliott is stopped.
That's a beautiful sequence. The chemistry is there. These Cowboys are finding each other all over the ice.
One-timer, and that one stopped by Miller.
Big clapper from Romo. Bad angle. He's able to fight that one off. We'll take a whistle.
Ware gets trained right there by Roethlisberger, and it looks like he doesn't have a cage.
Big Ben absolutely trucked to Marcus Ware.
Here's Aaron Rodgers on the draw. Puck drops, and that is Pearson's shot, and that one's stopped by Miller. Here's Staubach on the draw versus Rodgers. It drops, Staubach to Jones. Jones shot, and that one slides to Miller, and he covers.
Heath Miller doing everything he can. He's giving up 5. They decide they're just going to roll him through this game. They're not going to pull him. They wanted to see what he could do. Freiermuth, the other potential starter.
What a save by Miller! Did you see that one? Now Sasha, that one stopped by Miller.
not much time for them to get back in this game. There's 12 minutes left, and they're still down by 3.
Here we go. Here's Dorsett. He gets laid. And now here's Rogers. Gives it across to Metcalf. Metcalf taking it down the ice. Metcalf across the Swan. Shot. And a glove save. Novacek, he covers.
Novacek has really found the pocket here. He looks cool, calm, relaxed. Maybe because he knows he's not starting the entire season, but giving the boys some confidence if they ever need to bring him in throughout this regular season.
Here we go. Tony Romo on the draw versus Terry Bradshaw.
Top boys are out for Pittsburgh. They're going to try to get themselves one and get back in this game.
Here's Elliott. Gives it to Romo. Romo to Bryant. Bryant's across. Elliott. Elliott gets laid now. And now Parsons trying to spin it around. Took it away. Now Bettis. Jerome Bettis taking it up the ice. Bettis makes a move. And he loses it. Now try to send it around, but Diggs is there. Now here's Elliott. Zeke Elliott looking around. Elliott takes it through the wall. Tries to center it through, and that's deflected off the skates of Miller. Now Bradshaw. Bradshaw stops. And he gives it across to Bettis. Bettis to Bryant. Bryant to Romo. Romo, he dumps it up the wall. And now Watt. Watt fighting for it. And that's going to be a cross-check on Zeke Elliott.
That's a big mistake by Zeke Elliott, as the Cowboys have really been executing flawlessly. They look content to sit on this 5-2 lead, get pucks in deep. They're going to put some pressure and work when it's there, but they're not going to give up anything big. But Zeke Elliott with a big mistake, and this is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's see if they can convert.
Well, you got CeeDee Lamb and Troy Aikman out for the PK. Puck drop. And now here's Parsons. Parsons dumps it up. Here's Harrison. Gives it to Metcalf. Well, the Steelers are 2 for 2 on power plays. Now here's Harris. And that one stopped. Aikman gives it to Lamb. And Lamb gets the clear. Here's Woodson. Woodson gives it to Metcalf. Metcalf to Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. And he loses that one. Now Aikman sends it up the wall. Here's Woodson. Woodson dumps it up. Now a chase for it. Harrison. Harrison has it. Looking for a pass down the ice. Here's Brown. Brown down. Harris slap shot. That one's blocked by his own teammate. And now Diggs through the wall, and he'll clear it out. Now a race to it. And that one was a big hit right there by Aikman. Now here's Harrison. Harrison gives it Stallworth. Stallworth. And he can't get it. Pearson gets the clear.
That's a fantastic kill by the Dallas Cowboys. It's just about up with just 7.5 minutes to go. Pittsburgh Steelers are in deep trouble right now.
Now Stallworth, penalty expires. Now Brown. Brown's poked away. Now Elliott to Romo. Romo to Irvin. Irvin gives it up top to Bryant. Bryant looking around, and he lost control of it. Now Parker to Ward. Stewart takes it on the wall through the circle. Now gives it, and that one is another penalty.
They're going to call the slash on Randy White. He got his stick up a little bit high. Oh, right on the elbow of Willie Parker. As Willie was deep down in there looking for a tip-in send. But boy, oh boy, do the Pittsburgh Steelers have to get it done right here and right now. If they want any opportunity to get back in this game, they're going to have to shake up Jay Novacek in a real big way.
And here we go, we drop. Here's Jones. Jones comes backhanded out and clear. It doesn't work. And now Roethlisberger is taken down. Now Staubach. Staubach's taken down that time, and now Watt across to Harris. Harris stops at the blue line. Now to Metcalf. Metcalf to Palomalu. He's got space, and that one almost slides past Novacek, but he finds it.
There's another one. Novacek didn't know where it was at. He squeezed it between the pads, and we'll take another draw.
Here we go, puck drop. Here's Watt. Watt goes Stallworth. Stallworth can't do it now, and Ware dumps it up the wall. Now battle for it. Bradshaw gets it. Now he goes up the wall to Palomalu. Palomalu to Stallworth. Stallworth takes it down. Stallworth pauses and tries to look around, and Staubach takes it away. Now here's Ware. Ware takes a shot, and now that one stopped, and the rebound goes away. Here's Palomalo gives it to Stalwart to Brown. Brown at the circle, shot in the save, Novacek.
Just 25 seconds left on this power play. 4:36 left in the third, and the Cowboys can smell pay dirt. All of these teams trying to bounce back from their losses in our summer championship series. Cowboys fell to the Giants after a nice deep run in that playoff series. But everyone looking to get some momentum before the regular season starts in October.
There's Woodson, gives it to Harris. Harris coming down the ice. Harris to Roethlisberger in the final seconds of the power play, and the penalty expires. Now here's Prescott. He gets pressured by two guys on the wall. Metcalf to Woodson. Now Harris, he scores!
Franco Harris has his second of the game. He's doing everything he can. The Capo himself has cut this thing to a 2-goal deficit. Will it be enough? We will find out here in the next 4 minutes, but that definitely makes it a little bit more interesting.
Franco Harris, his second of the game.
If there's any man up for the job, it's that man right there. He makes it snappy. Franco Harris. Beautiful. Beautiful goal there.
And here we go. 4 minutes left to go for the Steelers to find two more. Here's Roethlisberger. He gets poked away by White. Now Romo to Bryant. Bryant zips it across to Elliott. Zeke Elliott looking around, gives it to Romo, and he's took him down. Now Palomalo gives it to Harris. Harris glides looking for an option. Harris gives it up to the front, and Romo takes down. Now Romo with a behind-the-back pass to Ware. Ware has it. Ware still holding. And now gives it to Bryant behind the net. Now Ware, shot, glove save, and now Aikman with the rebound, and that one's stopped by Miller.
Aikman gets a little opportunity, backhand shovel at Miller. He's able to contain it, but a great sequence there by the Cowboys to kill just a whole bunch of time. Just a minute 46 left. Heath will be coming out of the net here in the next minute.
Here we go, puck drops. Parsons to Diggs. Diggs is looking down hard. And now here's Lambert. He must convert on this. Here they come. It's Brown. James, they score! Jerome Bettis!
Antonio Brown with the sweet deal down to the bus who is charging in like a freight train. And we have ourselves a 1-goal game. The comeback is on for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Steelers climbing back in this game. The Cowboys gotta wake up here.
Beautiful. Look at Antonio Brown with the heads-up hockey. He knows exactly where his guy is, and it's the bus.
Here we go. The Steelers gonna see if they can convert. They got a minute 17 to do it.
Holy smokes, what a tale of two periods. Here come Steel City.
Here's Aikman, drops it down, and that one doesn't work. Now Smith being chased down. Smith trying to hold and waste clock. Here's Irvin. Irvin gets stuck into the wall. Now Woodson. Woodson, he might have a little space. He's poked away. Now the empty net here for the Steelers. Aikman trying to hold up. Aikman towards the empty net, and he misses. Now Irvin. Irvin behind the net. Gives it. Chance. And it's blocked by Metcalf. Now here's Green. Green takes it. Green shot and a save. Novacek. He covers.
Huge defensive block there in front of the goal. The Cowboys looked like they were going to seal it, but it's not over yet. We are going to take a draw in the zone.
The first line is out there. Plus Parker as the extra attacker. It drops. And now battling for it now. Ware takes it. Ware around to Romo. And now White. White gives it around, and that one slides all the way down into their zone. Can the Steelers get another rush here? Here's Brown, gives it to Bradshaw. Final 10 seconds here. Bradshaw gives it, intercepted by Elliott. Now Elliott trying to take it. And now Ware. And that's going to do it for this one. Now Romo towards the empty net and scores.
Romo was able to get it before the clock counts down. That's a touchdown for the Cowboys, and they're going to win this one and send Pittsburgh Steelers packing another road team win here in this Super Bowl series. Hits that center bar perfectly. That's got to feel good. Tony Romo, player of the game here. He's just all over the place. He gets rewarded at the end with the open netter. Not before Mean Joe Green and Bettis double team him. A little bit dirty there. Game's over, boys.
And here we go. Starbuck on the final face-off.
Just 1.7 left, and the Pittsburgh Steelers fans are headed for the seats. Their team is done.
And that will do it. Dallas 6. Pittsburgh 4. Stay tuned here for the 3 stars of the game.
What a game. Just the exact high-octane offensive game that you would want to see in this league. We saw 10 goals. Highlights galore coming tomorrow.
Oh, there we go. So any last words before the 3 stars?
What a dish there. That was just a great effort by the Steelers. No shame in their game. They're going to be a very tough out each and every time you have to face this team moving forward. They played a great game. They do have some question in goal. Is it going to be Heath Miller or
Third star,
Bryant?
Des Bryant with a goal assist and 2 hits. Goal, 2 assists and 2 hits.
This line is humming for these Cowboys. Well, I tell you, Des Bryant is finding a way.
Tony Romo with a goal, 2 assists and 6 hits. So who's the first star going to be? First star is going to be Franco Harris on the losing side with 2 goals, 1 assist, and 6 hits.
We love Franco Harris, but I'm not sure I agree with that. First star should go to the winner. In my book, it was Dez or Tony Romo should be the first star of this game. I think Dez and Tony absolutely led their team. That second line was absolutely amazing. CeeDee Lamb gets a goal. Fantastic effort on both sides. What a barn burner. And that's going to be it for tonight's episode of the NFHL. Thank you for joining us out there. Final score from Pittsburgh, Dallas 6, Pittsburgh 4, and we'll see y'all tomorrow night. Good night.
That's all, folks, for this one. Goodbye.